Hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you so much fun with crochet tutorials. We're finally there, the last series of our sandwich coaster series. The tomato, the egg, the lettuce, the onion, the cheese, the ham, the ketchup, mustard, and cucumber. It is the bread that we're working on, the bread that holds the coasters all together. Now, I ran out of this, so I went to a darker brown to do this tutorial, and let me be honest with you, I like it better with the darker brown. Go figure. So anyway, I am going to show you if I can find, you know what, I'll just use green. This start you off and show you, then I'll switch to white. But once you get started on the bread, and what you do with the bread, start a slip knot and chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I apologize, I don't have the white real handy yet. So now, in the back loops, second chain from the hook, turn it around, we're going to put in single crochet in every single stitch, and that will leave you with 19 stitches. When you do the back loop, it just makes it look so much nicer. All right, now this was row 1. Chain 1, and you just match stitch for stitch all the way down, chain 1, until you've done a total of 20 rows. Okay, this is where I'm going to show you 20 rows. I had one ready, but this was the only white that I had. So this is 20 rows. All right, after you do your 20th row, chain 1, and in the first stitch, put in 2 single crochets. Second stitch, put in 2 single crochets. Now single crochet all the way down, and stop before you do the last 2 stitches, and I'm sure you know what you're going to do in them. are straightened out, so I'm not grasping for it every 2 minutes, huh? Or does it just want to knot for me today? You ever the days where yarn knots on everything and then other days where everything just runs smoothly? I do. Okay. Last 2 stitches. On these, you put in 2 single crochets each. Chain 1 and turn. And your first one, put 2 single crochets in. And then you chain all the way down into the last one, and the last one again gets 2 single crochets, and I'll see at the end of that. Okay, in the last stitch I put in 2 single crochets. Then you turn, chain 1, and just match stitch for stitch, no increasing, nothing special, just 1 stitch in every stitch that's already there. Okay, match stitch for stitch, and I'll see at the end. Okay, here's what it should look like right now. We're going to chain 1 and turn. The first stitch, I want you to join single crochet, join 2 together, and then you single all the way across, save the last 2 stitches, and then single crochet those 2 together, and I'll see at the end of that. Okay, after you did that, we're going to do 2 more rows of the same thing. Single crochet the first 2 together, the first 2 and the last 2. 2 more rows of that, okay? So chain 1, single crochet the first 2 together, all single crochets, and chain single crochet 2 together. 2 more rows. Okay, after you do your last 2 rows, that's it for this. So you can cut your yarn. Slip stitch. Okay, here's your braid. So now, here's the brown that I use. Just something I had in my stash. And like I said, I like this better. Go figure. Alright. Do your slip knot. And pick a spot on the top to start. Through and chain 1, chain 1, and single crochet all the way over, except the very corner of this first row. That corner is going to get something. Yeah, no, the corner you can do a single crochet in, I think. Hold on, let me get there. My brain sometimes just won't let me get ahead until I'm there. All right. Now we have to do 2 single crochets 5 times around here. Just even out your 5 going around. You need to do that because you got to add stitches or this will buckle. All right, so you can watch me. So I'll put 2 right here, 1 and 2. Then I'll drop down. Right here, put 2. And then here, it's 3. rid of this. 3, how about here on the edge? 4, and then make sure you're at the bottom, and 5. So from here to not right before the corner, I need you to fit in 10 single crochets, however you want, but try to keep them as close to the edge as possible. Okay. 10. So here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, right? Yep, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. In the corner here, put in 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then you single yourself across. Make sure you don't go way down. It will be very noticeable. You gotta stay in those top stitches. See how I'm staying in the top of the stitches? It's very important. In the corner here, put in 3 single crochets. And 3. And again, spread out 10 single crochets. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to do our 2 single crochets in every stitch around. So you can start wherever you like, just as long as you can get around in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. and then single crochet until you meet up. You meet up, slip stitch. Now what's important about this, you're going to do a few rows like I did on this one because you need a little thickness to it. You can do as many or as few as you want. Whatever direction you came in and connected and slip stitch, you got to turn when you meet up at the top. You just chain one and then you single crochet around this way. And when you meet up, you turn, you chain one, and you single across this way. You got to keep rotating it back and forth or it's not going to bow the way we need it to bow. Okay? But I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to get my other piece of bread and show you how you connect these. The one where you cut in, tie it off of. Put that down. Is it the same spot or is it not? And you're going to have to count your stitches and figure out your counts and make sure you're starting on a 2 or a 1 or wherever you're supposed to be starting. Okay, when you have them matched up, follow this closely because this is the best way to attach these without being really noticeable. Notice I left the loop on this side. I just pull that tight and I bring it through and I chain one. I go back through the same 2 spots, grab the yarn, bring it through, and then slip stitch. And you just do that in every stitch. Go through, bring the yarn, and slip. Okay? I'll show you that while we're tying because I want to make sure you're all right on it. That doesn't help. Hold on. Okay. So you go through and you grab the loop on the back. Go through both of them and just a loop. Don't go through the chain. The loop. You bring it up. You're working yarn. Chain one. Then you go through the same ones again on both, bring yarn through, and then just slip stitch, and you just slip stitch all the way around. And when you do that, look how nice it is. I love that stitch. It makes it seem like it's part of the pattern, and that's exactly what you want for this. So this again is the last part of the coaster set series. I think this would make 10 parts. Crazy cool, huh? If you have any questions on this, come find us on Facebook, join our group Whip and Chain, and we'll be happy to redo another video for you. I'll talk you through it, whatever you need help with. And can you please hit those buttons at the bottom, the like and save button? That would really help us out. Until our next video, guys, have a wonderful evening. Happy crocheting.